And then when it calls out to you, when it feels right to you, go ahead and drop both knees to one side. It doesn't matter which side, and you can use your pillow or a block or something underneath the knees if that is always more comfortable for you. There's no need for your knees to go all the way down to the earth. So from here, yeah, just your arms where they're most comfortable. So, this is something that we do in class quite a bit, the double knee twist. You can feel your heart shining upward, so the rotation comes through your center. And now, if I were to say, add that full body stretch to this. So go ahead and take your arms maybe out to the side or maybe above you. Yes. Invite in the yawn. And I know it might be ridiculous if you don't need to yawn and you're totally faking it. Just do that. If you do it a few times, if you see me yawning, you may really yawn. If we keep saying the word yawn, 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 we'll both yawn. And don't feel like you have to stifle it. So while you're here, and I love how you're kind of shifting from right to left, maybe even with that top leg, maybe like straighten the top leg a little bit. So imagine almost as if you're in bed and how you would stretch if you were in bed. Beautiful. And then stack that leg back on top and maybe come back into the more quiet yoga-like posture. And then drop your knees over to the other side and give yourself a moment on that side. So the pandiculation done, it's kind of like, well, we've done it. Why do we keep doing it? Because when you do it in different orientations, there are different muscles that are involved, right? I already see you nodding. Yeah, that makes sense. So now that you're on this side, same thing, stretch the arms out, full body stretch. So you're stretching the arms out, but the muscles are still kind of gripping to bone a little bit. And then there's a release and maybe you stretch a bit more. So there's like an expansion or extension and a contraction and then a release. And we might take one arm with one hand and use the other hand on the opposite arm. Yeah, and straighten that top leg out and maybe even move that leg in space if that felt okay to you. If it bothers you at all, you don't need to move it in space, but it feels okay, you can kind of shift it around. Yeah, nice. And then in your time, back to the nice, quiet, yoga-like shape where you kind of allow everything to land. Beautiful. All right.